Guys, when we're playing defensive half guard, especially as a beginner, as a white belt, we need to understand what to do with our hands. And really, what I try to teach my guys here is we should have two different defensive hand positions, okay? So we're either playing between a frame or a single hand frame and an underhook. And that's all gonna depend on what Max is throwing at me. So for example, if Max tries to cross face me hard here, he's trying to flatten me out. And one place that I never wanna be is chest to chest, where he's just crushing me here. I wanna make sure that I'm controlling, so if Max tries to cross face me, I can hold him up this way, okay? Another option with my left hand here could be an underhook. And that might be if my partner's punching through to the floor. It might be if my partner goes over my back and starts to change his hips. Now again, I have an underhook here, okay? So I play between, again, a frame and a single hand frame and an underhook. Now, with that said, what are some options that we have from half guard? We're gonna look at two. The two that we're gonna look at are reguarding and taking the back. An easy option from half guard, somebody's trying to smash me here, I have a frame, is to look to reguard. Now, one thing that I never wanna see is just unlocking and bringing my knee forward. If I do this, I have no control over Max's lower body and he can just simply pop up and pass right through, and that can be a problem. So what I like to do first is take my left foot and fish his foot. So I use my left foot on the floor, and now when my right knee comes high, I start to point my hips in. If Max goes to pass my guard here, I have his foot trapped. And now I can bring my hips in and then close my guard. Okay, so again, this is really simple, but it's good concepts to have. Just your back facing the camera, Max. So again, when Max is trying to smash me through here, look at the first action. My left foot reaches. Well, what if his foot's kind of tucked away? I can use my hips here to hip escape and now pull my foot through. And now again, I have this connection. I bring my right knee high, I point my hips in, and I close my guard. And you'll notice I can do the exact same thing from my underhook. If I'm here with Max and he's smashing in and I have an underhook controlling, look, I can step my foot over, bring my knee through, and close my guard the same way. So this works from a frame or from an underhook. Now, the advantage that I get from having two hands on the frame is now if Max is really heavy, I can control, whereas if I just have one and he gets really, really heavy, it might be tough to get that full control. The advantage of having the underhook is I can start to run to Max's back. And so this is one where if I'm here and I know Max is leaning really far forward, I can use the underhook to throw my partner up and now start to attack the back. Okay, so we'll dive a little bit deeper into that as well. So from this attack, look how Max is leaning forward. My left hand is gonna go under, and I'm not pushing him with my hand, I'm clubbing him with my arm. So as I club with the left hand, I throw my body down. Now, there's gonna be situations in which Max whizzers my arm and keeps me down here, and we can get into that later. But for now, if I throw the underhook, I'm immediately looking to take the back. What I'm gonna do is bring my left arm around Max's waist. I'm gonna make a pendulum motion here. One. So my right arm travels underneath me. I post it out. I build my base. And now I wanna bring my right knee wide. What I don't wanna do here is start to try to climb the back with my hips low like this. I wanna open my right knee here. You'll notice in this position, I'm pretty comfortable here. I'm on my knee, solid position, no problem. And now I have options. What I prefer from here is to make a seatbelt grip. I take my right hand, since I have the right foot in, over Max's shoulder. My left hand goes under and I connect hand to wrist like this. I don't like 10 finger or palm to palm here. I like this position. My left foot is simply posted in between Max's legs here. I'm pinching my knee. I put my chest on his back and now I just push off that left foot. I drive to the right corner and I can throw my hooks in, okay? You can always, if you like, throw hooks here. If my partner's in a standard turtle, not so much up on his hands, I can always start just snaking my leg in and throwing hooks on top. I prefer taking people off to an angle. So I like this connection and a drive to the side. Now my hooks come in and I'm ready to attack the back, okay? So again, let's go from this side here, Max. Max is in my half guard, he's putting this pressure. Look how now I'm gonna run the underhook. When I throw this underhook, I slide my body. Now I start to make this motion and I climb. Once I get here, I open my right knee super strong. I build my base. My base is strong, my seat belt comes in. One mistake people make from here is they slide off their partner like this, and then they expect to pull them over. But you'll notice I have no chest to back control. So when I get here, I glue my chest to Max's back, tight. And now Max and I will move as one. That's why I push with my foot here to keep him connected. And now I can take the back, and I'm in a great spot to finish. Okay, so that's gonna be how we can take the back from half guard. Just finishing off on this, again, beginners. Oftentimes I see white belts from Max's position make a big mistake where I'm framing and you see a white belt take their right hand in this case and go to hug their partner's neck like Max is gonna headlock me. But remember, we just talked about this underhook. My underhook is the key to the back. If Max is leaning into me, well, I can use my underhook. I have to take the back now. But if Max starts to hug my neck, he's giving it to me. I throw the underhook, I slide the same way. I post up to my knee and I attack the back the exact same way. So understand that this can run in two different forms. I can attack the back. Max can also give me his back depending on his level as well. Guys that are good, they're not gonna reach across your head like that. Beginners, they just might. And we need to understand and have that sensitivity to take the back when it's given to us. Guys, if you want to see the opposite on how I like to pass half guard, you can click right here. If you want our full jiu-jitsu curriculum, you can go to coreprobjj.com right here.